Hi, my name is Helena Heisong, and I did my observational study on how gender and age groups affect Instagram posts. So I figured with this new generation growing up on social media that a good way to measure their social interaction would be looking at social media. I decided that the biggest difference in these groups would probably be between age and gender. When I was doing my research, I found that this was also the case, that when other people did similar based research, the biggest differences they found were between age and gender. For the most part, what people found was that girls post more aimed at being physically attractive because girls are more affected by beauty standards and other cultural norms like that, and that older people post more based on their surroundings instead of selfies like more high school age kids post. In order to do this study, I looked at 10 female, 10 male, 10 high school aged accounts, and 10 college aged accounts. When I was looking at these accounts, I looked at the number of posts, the frequency of selfies, and the frequency of images based on surroundings. So when I first got my data, looking at the tables and graphs I made, I thought that there was a significant difference between the frequency of images based on surroundings in college and high school age kids, the frequency of selfies between males and females, and the number of posts between males and females, which is what I would have expected based on my research. But upon using a two sample t-test, which is a statistical analysis test, I found that the only significant result that I had was between the male and female number of posts. So that was a little surprising because I did think that there would also be a significant difference between the number of selfies in males and females and the number of images based on surroundings between college and high school age kids. But the reason that those may not be significant in this study could be a lack of samples, since I only did have 10 from each group. But since I saw a difference between male and female in the number of posts, I wanted to look at why that might be. So I went back to my research and I realized, since it's known that girls are more affected by beauty standards and social norms, maybe they post more as an attempt to gain approval in such matters. And since they aim their posts looking more physically appealing, it makes sense that they would try to post more to maybe get more pictures for others to base their attraction levels on. So overall, this study was not as conclusive as I would have hoped, because I was hoping to find more significant differences, but I did find it in the number of posts between males and females, which is interesting because you can see a clear difference in those two groups, which is something I was looking for. So it's interesting to think that not only does the data support the idea that females are more heavily affected by social beauty norms and thus seek more approval for their appearance, but it is that idea that actually drives the difference between the number of posts between males and females. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Thank you.